Hello, our game will begin in about 2 minutes. Our game begins in about 2 minutes. Thank you. We're coming to you live from Lester Pearson High School. The city's two unbeaten teams are set to get going in a few minutes' time. We'll sort everything out with the two teams on the floor. St. Mary, St. Mary. Talking about Lester Pearson and Notre Dame, both in with undefeated records. So this is the battle of the city's two heavyweights. Glad you're with us. Please give us a like, a share, or something. We'd love to hear from you, or please subscribe. Love to hear from you there as well. So going to be a great night, and really glad that you are with us. The Notre Dame side will come out in their blue uniforms with the gold numbering and gold lettering. Meanwhile, Pearson will be out in their home uniforms, which is the white tops with the red numerals. We'll get things going here in just a moment's time, and looking forward to it. So we'll start the game in just a moment. A very, very good crowd, as you might expect here, as they get ready to play this game. Two heavyweights. As mentioned, Notre Dame 6-0, Lester Pearson 6-0. We approach the home stretch of the season. Well, these are two of the bag. All right, so we'll get things going here in just a moment. The team taking to the floor. We'll get things going. They're just sorting everything out in just a moment here. We'll be playing. And they whistle called the team center court. So things are underway. There's a quick lob underneath for a quick dunk right off the bat by Pearson by TT. Book one. So quickly, 2-0. Esquivel to the forecourt. Now dribbles towards the baseline. Now goes under the basket. Comes out left side, but he stepped on the boundary line. And that'll be a turnover. Well, we'll see what happens with the team coming back down the floor. Pearson dribbling towards our end. Pearson out high, man-to-man defense. Popping out wide on the left. With the ball is Kang. Kang drives into the lane. Scooping up with the right hand. And they're up to a quick lead. 9:27 remaining. Esquivel for Notre Dame. Now pass underneath. An opportunity goes up, lays it in, and fouled. Or the rule an offensive foul. That was ruled an offensive foul. So that was taken away on the basket by Palid. So here comes Pearson to the forecourt, dribbling with the left hand. Then comes into the lane, stops his back out for Thockwum. His shot skips off of 10. Quickly up the floor on the outlet pass. Down the floor is Notre Dame. Notre Dame shot to the right side. That goes. It good. It counts. He fouled. 8:57 remaining. So Barrow will shoot free throw as well. One more shot. He'll size it up. And the shot ball. Pearson will bring the ball to the forecourt. Let's see how they set up defensively here. Dribbling with the right hand, going in the lane, has the ball stripped away. Khaled ahead for Notre Dame. Ahead underneath Redfield. He goes up and the shot is rejected out of bounds by Sockbone. Right underneath. 4-3 our score. Notre Dame on the inbound. Underneath Pellein. He muscles up a shot and lays it in. And suddenly a 6-4 game. Pearson on the dribble, starting to the right side, going underneath, scoops it up and in. Nice play by Sadden. Little Sadden, Estill. Across the floor, is fast into the post, is broken up. Here comes Pearson out of the pack. Looking at a 2-on-1, going straight up and has the ball stripped away. Kang goes out of bounds, and it'll be Lester Pearson ball. So they will inbound for the baseline, after the goal, 8-10 remaining first quarter. Good high tempo game in the early going. So the Patriots will inbound the ball. Dribble high. Outside is AA. Gives her Kang, comes down the lane, scoop it up with the left hand off the glass. Doesn't go, tipped in. Right underneath was Kang to tip it home. Notre Dame to the forecourt. Spin move in the lane. Big spun move. Palin goes up and lays it in. Real nice footwork. 7:45 remaining. First quarter. Pearson with Sadden. On top for Thakfu. Free throw line jumper is short. Pulled down the sky and through the board. Trinidad with the left hand comes across the timeline. There's contact. I think there was a reach in. Yeah, I think there was a reach in on Notre Dame. Or at least on Pearson. So Notre Dame will inbound in the forecourt. Crossover dribble on the outside by Trinidad. Has the ball on top of Trev. He starts to dribble into the lane. Pumps once, goes up, banks it off the glass. It pops up. Top break. Great underneath opportunity on the play by Palin. Down the floor. Layup attempt by Payne. It pops out. So into the forecourt. Here we go. Notre Dame on defense. Pearson, there's a long bomb three. It skips off by King. At the A with the ball. Down the floor. Notre Dame will put it up and in. 6:38 remaining in the quarter. It's 10-8 for Notre Dame. Pearson with the ball on high. Gang dribbles, kicks it into the corner. AA with a shot from the corner. Skips off too strong. Running the glass is Barrow, and they'll come back up. Trinidad drive from the left. Now pass down low, and as started to make a move to the basket. That was a walk violation on Notre Dame. Dixon. No, no. I didn't go there. So Pearson to bring the ball up the floor. Pearson with Sadden wide on the left. Gives it on the left for Dillon. Puts up a long three. Skips off. And Notre Dame has the ball. Brings it up. They have a lead of 10-8. 10-8 in the early going. He drives to the basket. There is a whistle and a foul. Now the substitution coming in. All right, Notre Dame with the ball in the forecourt. They have the 2-point lead. On top, out pass by Esquivel underneath, but that is knocked away out of bounds, and it went off the hand. They say Allen, so it's out of bounds. And Pearson will bring the ball back up the other way. Pearson looks in against that defense. And stands out high. Bounce pass down low. That is broken up, and here it is on a turnover. Trinidad into the forecourt on the right side for Notre Dame. Dribbles to the corner, coming out of the corner, dribbling as Barra puts up a shot. Lets it go. Rebound on the follow-up by Pallet. Couldn't get it away. Tough success shot. Clock boom. Wide and left. Rises for a jumper for Lester Pearson off the glass. And not sure what the call is here. Maybe we have a technical foul. Yeah, I think Talkboom thought he was fouled on the miss, and he claims he'll shoot a technical foul. So they got to him pretty quick. Glad you're with us wherever you are. Please be sure to share, subscribe, leave us a note, something. We're really interested in this game. It's a good one between two of the city's elite teams. Well, Talkboom had the technical. And that ball will come to Notre Dame. That's Gill. Drive, free throw line, running one-hander, drops. 11-8. 13-8 make that. Pearson to the forecourt, but that ball is stripped away. Esquivel has the ball. Dribbles through the center circle. Angles off on the right. Now dribbling. Looks wide on the right. Bumping, driving the baseline. Addison goes to the basket. Too strong with the layup. Tap on the rebound. It rolls off. There it's pulled down by Pearson. Pearson to the forecourt. Driving Tang into the lane. Back up with Talkboom. Straight away, 3 falls. And it's 13-11. 5 quarter in the game. Underneath. Notre Dame to the forecourt. Their shot rolls off by Pallet. Long outlet pass on the rebound. Down the floor too far. Pearson on the outlet. Trying to set up Sander, but he's under the basket. Just make that Tang. Just couldn't quite pull it in. 13-11. Notre Dame has the lead. Notre Dame with Barrow dribbling across the floor with the left hand on the right side. He comes, head of the key. Pushes off and steps back. Passes wide on the right. Pallet has the ball. He drives. Back to the basket. Turns up and under and scores. 4:06 remaining. Lester Pearson on the attack. Far outside from the right side, and that drops by AA. A.M. 15-14 Notre Dame. Notre Dame has the ball. Esquivel on a drive. Kicks it up. Underneath the Pallet. Pump once, goes up and lays it in. 17-14. Notre Dame holding the narrow lead. Wide left to Sang. Drives to the baseline for Pearson. Goes up and under. That pass into the middle of the lane, and that is tipped and deflected. Intercepted by Notre Dame. They start up the floor. Trinidad on the near sideline, dribbling. Pass outside for a long shot that skips off by Adequan. But the rebound picked up in the far corner with a new shot clock. Notre Dame has the ball. They lead by 3. Esquivel on the dribble left side. Now stops. Now reverses. Back out high for Adequan. They go around on the right on the perimeter. For Trinidad. He drives the baseline, puts up a one-hander from the right side, but he was fouled on the way up. And we have a timeout. No, we just got some free throws coming up. So Trindus will shoot free throws. First one wide to the left. Second one on the way, and that pops off. Stockholm with the rebound. Big guy dribbles it with a right hand crossover move. Comes into the lane, but has it stripped, but he was bumped on the wrist. So foul rule on the dribble. 17-14 with 2 minutes, 50 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Pearson, real inbound. They look in against that defense. Looking to get something going, dribbling. Now crossover and left. Coming to the left side with the ball. Nice opportunity, lays it up and in. Nice play by Esperanto. Now Notre Dame up the floor, driving into the lane, and Eklund. He has it knocked out of his hands, and there will be free throw shot. He's in the air, so they'll shoot a pair. 28 remaining, 17-16 or score. We'll keep the free throw. No. Sizes up the second. Second one, bottom of the net. 17-16 our score. We have substitutions on both sides. On the move in the forecourt. Pearson with the ball. 2:20 remaining in the quarter. Wide to the left. Faking his man. Spin move. Kang goes to the basket. Banks it up the glass. Goes to the floor. Will shoot free throw. I said A almost knocked to the floor. Well, big lanky little player will shoot free throws. 13 remaining. Then we'll size it up, and the first free throw falls. Bounces, second one is on the way, and no, back rim. Big rebound, but it caroms into the hands. Sanu has it for Pearson. Off on the right side, long bomb by Dillon from the corner, skips off. Notre Dame up the floor, but lose the handle. Pearson is back. Game tied at 17, 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Pass into the corner. There's a corner three that shoots off on a shot by Renoir. Notre Dame up the floor and win with the ball. For adequate and down low for Win. He drives the baseline, shut up there. Pass to Lutete. He goes to the far sideline, gathers it in. Shot clock says head. Notre Dame on the drive, hard to the basket, affected by the left side, around and in. 19-17. Notre Dame leading. Now these teams off at a furious pace. Here's the drive up the floor by Notre Dame. By Pearson. Espatero strong to the basket. But as he went up, he was fouled. 19-17, 1:21 remaining. First fourth. First one fall. Second. And it falls. So again, tied at 19. Nobody's had any advantage in this game whatsoever. 1:18 to play in the quarter. Atacoca with the ball, dribbling with the right hand, goes to the right side. Now starts to dribble towards the baseline. And we have whistle and a foul. Obviously something away from the ball. Somebody was held on the way by, so free throw. Pearson is over the limit. For Prinda, 2 free throws. First one bounces off. Great crowd on hand, as you might have heard in the background. It's a terrific day for everything. Second one gets the bounce, it drops. 1:12 remaining up the floor. Here comes Pearson. On the right, crossover move, strong to the basket, going up and under, laying it in. Nice move by Sadden on the outside to bring it down into the lane. And it's 21-20, 1 minute remaining. Trinidad starts to dribble towards the baseline, scoop it up with the right hand, good. 22-21 Notre Dame. It's been a real close game. Notre Dame driving hard to the basket. Hey, he gets the basket. He goes to the ground and he'll shoot free throws. A spectacular drive. Took a couple of big strides and put it down. So he almost two free throws. Or 8 free throws. 22-21 Notre Dame, but could change that. Weak side bound for the free throw. Tips it and it rolls off. Contested rebound on the play. Notre Dame up to 4, 42 seconds remaining in the quarter. Notre Dame at Macklin on the drive. Goes on the right side and lays it up. It rolls in. 33 seconds remaining. Back the other way. Here comes Pearson out of the corner. Standard dribble. Then stop. Hand it off for Seton. He drives the baseline. Left side shot off there. Goes out high for Sandu. He drives the lane. Cuts in the air. Fired a pass. I thought somebody was breaking on it, but he fired a pass. Turnover. It's out of bounds. So the shot clock is off as Notre Dame will come up the floor. We do have stoppage. The referees are redirecting the score clock. Yeah, shut off the shot clock. 17 seconds remaining. They'll have one chance up the floor. Well, these are the top two teams in the city. They're playing like that. 24-24. And quite what the delay is here, but we're getting the clock. Oh, I think now the game clock went off. They got it to 19 minutes and 1 second. And there's about 10.9 seconds left. That's about it, but something's off. Anyway, they'll get it sorted out. Or just 19 seconds. Better decide that. The shot clock is off, that much you know. And I think they're just trying to get a handle on where exactly the clock should be. In terms of game clock. 24-24, we're in the first. As advertised, two really good teams playing. Well, thank you very much for joining us on this game. Not sure exactly. Oh, 1.9 seconds. There it is. Now we got it. So 1.9 seconds remain. Or is it 19? I guess it's 19. All right. We're out of a half of the time, I guess. And Notre Dame will bring the ball up. That's the guard with the bright orange shoes on. Crosser dribble on top. Trinidad gets it wide to the right. Looks inside. Now dribbles with the left hand. Now puts up a floater with the right hand for 12. It's off the rim. Rebound. Pulled down. Going up. Lost the handle. It broke in as it went up. 1.2 seconds remain in the quarter. So they will just inbound it, and that will be heaved from center court. It's wide to the right. So the first quarter is done. We're really glad you are here with us. First quarter is in the books. And right now, it's a tremendous game. We're tied at 24, and we'll be back with the second quarter. But first, we'll do that right after we take this important timeout as we bring you this basketball game live tonight, coming to you from Lester Pearson High School. So, game will resume in just a moment. These two teams will play, the top two teams in the city right now, and they're playing this game. So, anyway, we're back right after this from Pearson High School in Calgary. All right, and welcome back. The second quarter is about to get underway here. As these two teams are going at it very hard, tied at 24 after one. And no surprise, these are two excellent teams. Glad you're with us. Listen, if you are listening, can you give us a share, a like, or a subscribe? And love to hear from you and let us know what you think. And always the subscriptions help us keep things going, so we really appreciate that. Then we go inbound. Notre Dame has the ball in the forecourt. Greengrass on the dribble. There passes off for Pallet. He has the ball, spins, goes underneath, lays it in right underneath from about 26-24. He was in some heavy traffic. Pearson in their white jersey. On high, Kane drives right. Dot pulls up for 15-footer. Bounce front, skips off the front rim. Up the floor, Notre Dame. On the far side, Prendas with the ball. Prendas dribbling to the baseline. Herky jerk move, then plays it out high for Pallet. Pallet dribbles around the arc on the right side and has it stolen. Here's the break for the Patriots. Ahead on the play, underneath is Aon. The ball went, wait a minute, we have a contested argument here. The ball was going out of bounds. Aon saved it. Threw it back in against that Eklund. No, and they say that, I'm not sure what they're saying, except that it's Notre Dame ball. So Notre Dame will pick it up. There's 9:01 remaining in the quarter. Underneath Notre Dame, quick shot. Pallet with the rebound. He draws contact, looks for free throw. Well, big 6'8", Makaleli Pallet. He will shoot free throws. 26-24. First shot rattles home. McIntosh will size up. And that also, that hits the back rim. Defensive rebound. And unfortunately, coming down with the ball was Stockville, but he stepped on the end line. Tough break. In the forecourt, Pallet right underneath, goes up once, but he walked for. So on the turnover, the ball will come to Pearson. And Pearson with Sadden will bring the ball to the foreplay. Sadden dribbles through the center circle. Sadden crossover move, comes down the lane, muscles up a shot. He's hit. He goes to the ground on the court, and he'll shoot free throws. Esquivel passes chest for Notre Dame and says, yep, that was me. Cash Esquivel. Fire plug, grade 12, 5'7". That's up. Thompson bends the knee, sends the first one home. And those of you that are subscribing, listening, really appreciate it. We'll try to keep you up to date as much as possible on this tremendous big games. Those free throws fall, so it's a Notre Dame Pride 27-26 right now is their score. And Notre Dame has the ball in the forecourt. Esquivel bounce on the right side. And a kick and drive. Kicks it into the corner. There's a corner three that skips off on the shot from the corner. Taken by Barton. Back up the floor. AA out of with the ball. He backs over, crossover dribble, loses it, and kicked it. Ball went off his foot. Ruled a kickball. So Notre Dame is up the floor. Notre Dame, Esquivel. Long follow pass into the corner. And a kick and drives the baseline, goes up. It's Concessi. Lays it in. He had to fight for that one. 29-26 Notre Dame. In the fourth, there's a turnover. As Pearson lost the ball in the forecourt. Out high, Farrell. Farrell crouches the dribble, goes over the left hand, stops top of the key, puts up a shot. No, big rebound. Offensive board, taken down. Going back over. That shot is blocked. Great opportunity for Platt to go up, but the shot was blocked. Stockboom got his hand up. 29-26. In the forecourt. Here's with the ball. Pass into the post, goes on the floor, and kicked back out. Long three by Randwa, and he goes to the floor. It was hit as he went down. 7:30 remaining. So Randwa will shoot free throws. Again, please subscribe, share, like. We're really glad you're here with us today. A real nice crowd. Nice to be inside. Bit of a cool day. Randwa first one falls. Second one falls. He'll shoot three because he was outside the arc. You know, if he ties this thing up, I'm not sure either team's had a 4-point lead. That's not close all day long. Third one curls off in the backcourt. Radekek brings the ball into the forecourt. He's wide on the right. Waist side dribble. Now he backs out. Defense gets set. Bounce to the post. Howell drives the baseline. He's hit. He goes up. The shot rolls off. Ball to Stockboom. Left side. He goes up for a layup and he walks. Had the ball left side by the baseline. Went up and he walked. Notre Dame with some substitutions. Players coming in. In the backcourt, it's Corey Barton. Born across the timeline. Pass into the corner. There's a shot for three out of quick, and it's too strong. Air ball. Pearson takes the ball up. Across the remove. Goes to the basket. Goes up for the. Well, that got the crowd going. 30-29. Esquivel backs up and then puts up a shot, too. 31-30. 31-30 Notre Dame. Backing down. City underneath. Puts up a shot for Pearson. It rolls off right underneath. Notre Dame takes possession. Corey Barton across the line. Rolls wide on the right. Stepping into a shot. That shot skips off by. On the corner, a nice try, and that one skips off on the shot. Ball underneath for the forecourt. Sinfield goes to the basket, flings it up and in. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Notre Dame as we got some momentum building here. So let's take a timeout here. We'll be back right after this important break. Thank you for joining us, and we will return right after this. Get back to the live action here. Glad you're with us wherever you are. Tremendous game as these two teams are playing right to their potential and putting on quite the show. Very, very good game. Well, the ball will be brought up by Notre Dame. 5:54 remaining in this quarter. So Notre Dame, the forecourt. Barrow with the ball. He dribbles on the hand out to Trinidad. He's it to the head key. Goes wide to left, driving into the lane. Back up, Retzko. He drives into the lane in the forest. Tries to put up a shot, but it skipped off his hand. Play the ball to the forecourt. There's Genskiel with a long bomb three. Hits the front of the rim. Doesn't go. Defensive rebound, and they turn it over. Notre Dame is back up the floor. Barrow to the forecourt. 5:27 remaining. He dribbles, goes to the basket, has it stolen by AA. He's in the open floor. Off on the right. Play it back up for Sindhu. Now Sindhu backs it up. Defense gets set. Look for Sockblum in the post. He posts up, has the ball wide on the left. Turn around jumper. He goes to the floor, hits the side of the rim. Gets his own rebound. He traps in the corner. It goes out high. This handle with a shot air ball that goes out of bounds. Wait, the forecourt. There's a quick layup right out of underneath by Notre Dame. Into the forecourt. 33-32. Notre Dame has the lead. With the wall with a shot drops. All right. That thing set up. Minor issues there. 4:22 remaining. 35-35 is their score. That's the Pearson Patriots in the forecourt with the dribble. Wide to the left is Randolph. Gives it out high for Satan. He drives to the lane, scoop it up on the right hand, and it's short. Pulled down, rebound by Atole. The outlet pass is intercepted. Dillon has the ball. Gives it up on the right side for Am. His shot is wide to the right. Notre Dame to the forecourt with the ball. There's a long 30-footer that falls short by Trindon. Hesitate there. Pearson ahead, driving into the lane. Fitton with a shot. He knocks to the floor, goes down. Crowd campaigning for a penalty. Esquivel dribbles into the forecourt. For his partner Trinidad. She dribbles left, puts up an elbow jumper, and it falls. And we're going to have a timeout. Taken by Lester Pearson. We'll be back with more right after this. To resume as the teams move away from their coaches. It's a tremendous game. Notre Dame 37. Pearson 35. Really glad you're with us and enjoying this game. A tremendous crowd on hand. Pearson to the forecourt. Randall wide to the left. One bounce dribble. Pass to Am. Am looks inside. Holding. Waits for a pick. Holding. Now puts it to the floor. Crossover into the lane. Turn around to the free throw line. It's rejected. Knocked away by Atole. Back comes Notre Dame. Esquivel dribbles around on the right, dribbles towards the corner. On a handoff to Barrow. Barrow gets it back out for Esquivel. He drives to the right hand, comes into the lane, and kicks it way out of the left for a shot that skips off. Underneath, rebound follow up by Atole, and he lays it up and in. And they come across into the forecourt. A blocking foul on Notre Dame. So Pearson will inbound from the near sideline. And as it's inbounded, some confusion with the officials. Not sure what that is exactly. So we'll try again. They'll inbound on the near sideline. Again, they're talking to the score and timekeepers for precisely what the issue is. The shot clock down to 18. The game clock at 2:39. So, again, not sure what the officials are trying to swear out here, but it looks like they got it resolved. So on the inbound, Matera up high. Crossover dribble, comes down the left side of the lane, goes strong to the basket with left hand layup. It's good. Terrific crossover move. Notre Dame, Esquivel. Stops on high. Gives it for Trinidad. He drives right, comes down the right side of the lane. As he goes up, it's stripped away, but the ball caroms into the hands of Atakokan. He has the ball, spins from the left side, goes to the lane, puts up a shot that bounces off. Tough break. 2:11 remaining. Pearson on the move. Pearson to the forecourt. Bachman with a long straight left side. It skips off. Pearson back on defense. Notre Dame into the forecourt. Barrow wide to the left. Dribble handoff for Esquivel. He motions for a play. 40 feet from the goal. Dribble down the left sideline, and as he started his dribble down there, I think he was pushed by Dillon. They rule he leaned into him. So Notre Dame will inbound again. Here's no line extended. They have the ball wide on the left. Diving Esquivel. He lost possession. The back out high for Barrow, who's on the coast. Pitches high into the post. Turnaround shot from the free throw line by Pallet. Skips off. 1:34 remaining. Pearson the forecourt. Thorkwood with a drive to the basket. He goes up with the right hand. Plays it in. It counts. He's fouled. He's on the floor. So we're back tied at 39. And no difference in this game whatsoever. They traded shot for shot, basket for basket. Well, Fox move up. He shot go. Gabel. Dribbling, hand off of the left for Trinidad. He turns the corner and outside to the right side. Hits underneath on a quick pass, going up, bustling it in as O'Laver right underneath. 41-40 Notre Dame. Here's with the ball to the forecourt. Tried to drive the baseline and shut off. Tried to pass it out was Vaquero. That shot hit the bottom of the basket support. Turnover. Esquivel to the forecourt for Notre Dame. As the ball dribbles to the baseline. He shot up there. They quickly go around. Left side for Atakokan. He drives into the lane. Changes the shot to pass. Kicks it out high. Passes deflected. It's in the open floor. Pearson has it going up, laying it in right underneath for Despotero. Oh, my goodness. And we have a timeout taken by Notre Dame. That was a tough basket, but he put it in, and we'll take a timeout. And the action resumes here at Lester Pearson. This is absolutely matching the expectations, 42-41 for the home team, Lester Pearson. But it is a back and forth, trading baskets, trading opportunities, trading great plays. It's just been a tremendous game so far. So in the court, there's a turnover. Back the other way. Pearson with the ball. Ayo back up with Sockboom. 3-pointer from on top. Skips off. Rebound pulled down. 23 seconds remaining. 27. Make that 25 seconds. About a 3-second game clock and shot clock there. That shot skips off. In the forecourt, though, taken by Notre Dame. There's the pass into the post. It is broken up. A series of turnovers. Now 13 seconds remaining in the half. Pearson playing for one. Pearson dribbling on the right. And again, we have a clock in. Stop and reset it. So the ball will be inbounded on the far side, right by the Pearson bench. And before we do that, we will have a timeout. 9.8 seconds to play in the half, and we'll return with more right after this. All right, and welcome back. We have 7.2 seconds remaining. They finally got the score clock sorted out. Well, 7.3 seconds remaining. Pearson will inbound, far side, right by their bench. They slap the ball, they scatter. Stockholm has the ball way out high. Bounce, dribbles with the left hand. Pass off to the left. There's a shot by Faith. That is blocked. On the floor is Escobar once he got his hands on the ball, or make that Barrow once he got his hands on the ball. He went down, held on, and that's the end of the half. Well, a tremendous half it was, and it is 42 Lester Pearson, 41 Notre Dame. That's where we are at the half, and we'll be back in the second half after this. And welcome back. A tremendous half of basketball. Top two teams in the city have given us quite a show. It's 42-41 right now in favor of Mr. Pearson. But let's not kid anyone. That league's not going to hang on for much longer because they'll just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we'll see how it comes out. On these two teams, both 6-0 entering this game, and both are playing right at the top of their games right now. So anyway, that's our story here. The teams will be breaking their huddles and back on the floor. We know many of you have been with us already. We love to have you on board. Please share, subscribe, like, leave something for us. Let your friends in your basketball community know. We actually have the chat function working, so if you want to take a look at that as well, that would be great. So anyway, we'll try to keep you up to date on what's going on here on this fast-paced game involving these two teams. And there's a horn. We'll get things underway in the second half. Notre Dame in their road uniforms, the moon tops with the gold numbering, gold lettering. And we'll get this thing started in just a moment. Thank. All right, getting the thing sorted out the score table on the near side. So who'll have the ball? Trying to get something settled at the score table. Score is now back in position. 24-second clock is on. A great crowd. Both stands are really full here at Lefty Pearson tonight. All right, let's get it sorted out here. And Pearson will inbound on the far side. Pearson moving right to left. And they're ready to inbound. Side center court, far side, inbound to Sad. Sad with the right hand dribble, comes through the circle. Now stop, dribbles with the right hand, goes to the baseline, and there's an offensive foul. That's Stockman with the offensive foul. Away from the play, obviously moved somebody out of the way. The Stockman goes to the bench. And the ball will be inbounded. Notre Dame coming left to right. Notre Dame is getting wide to the right. Back on eye for Barrow. Barrow on the far side. He's trapped in a double team. Kicks it out high for Letete. He drives crossover dribble. Floater from the lane. It pops off. No good. Rebound fast tip out of bounds. Nice hustle by Sadden to come in, but he knocked it away and knocked it out of bounds. Still not inbound. That is Notre Dame. 14 on the clock. They get it out high. There's a long three by Edgehill. It skips off the front of the rim. Pulled down and back the other way. Pearson to the forecourt. Hey, wide to the left. Now dribbles right, stop. Top of the key. Rises and hits. Hey, it's a Trinidad on the dribble for Notre Dame. Goes up, scoops up a left-hand top of the baseline. It's an air ball. Racing back the other way. Here's Pearson. Sadden with the ball. Crossover. Comes into the lane. Has his pocket pick. Notre Dame to the forecourt. Barrel wide on the right. Comes top of the key. Bounce pass to a cutter down the lane. It's only, but that is tipped away out of bounds. Just as he went up. Knocked away out of bounds. Good defensive play by Pearson. Notre Dame with the ball in the forecourt. Notre Dame dribbling, and we have a tie-up and a turnover right in front of the Pearson bench. So the ball turns over to Pearson. And Pearson attacks without Sadden. Leisurely dribbled into the forecourt. On top of the key, crossover, makes a move, then terminates. Kicks it off on the right side. There's a three-point shot, curls in and out. Great opportunity. The shot by Kang. Pulled down Notre Dame back up on offense. Trinidad on top, starts to drive into the post, lays it up off that glass. Good, strong move to the basket. And that makes it point Patriots. That's Lester Pearson 45, Notre Dame 43. Shot by Notre Dame skips off. Now in the forecourt. Pearson with the ball. Into the corner. Driving. AA puts up an off balance shot. Doesn't go. Follow up rebound. Doesn't go. Going back up and draws contact again underneath to do. Look at that. Sanu will shoot free throws. Very, very tight game as we told you all day long. Sanu sends the first one home. He'll bounce the ball a couple of times, then and sends it on its way and hits the back rim. Big offensive rebound, but have a lane violation. Not sure if somebody had their toe on the line or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's going to be Notre Dame ball. They'll bring it up. 7:57 to play in the third. A very tight game between the two elite teams. Little Escobar, crossover dribble. He's on high outside the arc. Kick into the corner. Sandu brings it up, goes to the basket. It is blocked. Sandu has the ball. Sandu brings it up the floor. On the right side for Sad. He goes down the big sideline for Pearson. It's a return pass on high. Pass into the high post to Randall. One bounce dribble. Kicks it off on the right. Driving the baseline, but he walked first. Yeah, on the baseline, Sadden had his eyes on what he thought was a lane of the basket, but he took a quick early step. 7:33 remains. Pass to the post, right underneath, muscling up a shot for Notre Dame. Atoli. Tremendous shot there. 7:20 remaining in the quarter. The third quarter. Driving lane by Sandu, give and go, and a pass right underneath, made up and in by Sidhu. Nice play. They had each other's sides up very well. Pass up the floor. By Notre Dame, that tipped out of bounds. All right, from the baseline, left of the goal. Notre Dame will be inbounding. Notre Dame to inbound. Atoli has the ball way out high for Escobar. Just at half court. Pitch to the high post on the cutter. Coming out of Lutete into the corner for a three that skips off by Atoli. Ball goes to the far side. And it was knocked out of bounds. I was saying Pearson knocked it out of bounds on the rebound that AA got his hand up. So Notre Dame to inbound. Inbound on a pass to a cutter. Underneath, taken away by Trinidad. Trinidad pass it back out high. Here's an opportunity driving into the lane. Tite goes to the basket. His layup is short. Defensive rebound. Pulled down. Quick up the floor is Pearson. There's a pass underneath. Trying to set a player. That was blocked and knocked away. Notre Dame with Trinidad. Lob into the post. Here's Sully going down the line, but he has the ball. Tipped away by AA. Reaching his hands in to knock it away. And right now it's Lester Pearson, 48, Notre Dame 45. After our scores, we have substitutes coming in. Sadden, dribbling in the forecourt, right in front of the Notre Dame bench. Now he crosses over at the free throw line. His pass down low is broken up. Possible 2-on-2. Notre Dame is out. Now they hold it up. On top, there's a straightaway three that falls by Trinidad. He took that in stride and drained to the three. Nice play. Pearson, Sadden with the ball on top. Spins in the lane. Now kicks it back out. On the dribble is Sandu. Lost the handle, and Notre Dame right on it. Notre Dame moving. 5:59 remaining in the quarter. Driving into the lane. There's an opportunity. It's a turnover. Here comes Pearson back the other way. Pearson into the corner. There's a shot from the corner. Hits the side of the backboard and then caroms out of bounds. And let's see what the call is there. The 48-48 game right now. So that ball will be inbounded in the forecourt. Pearson will inbound it. Pearson inbound. Miller with the ball on the dribble. Now kicks it into the corner. Spinning outside is Randwa. 8 on the shot clock. He's wide on the left. Gives it up for Esposito. He drives into the lane. Spins and lost the handle. Turnover. Tied at 48. Notre Dame on the move. And Beckton kicked into the corner for a shot by Alex Kobach. Gets off from three-point territory. A pocket three. Pearson pulled the rebound down and somebody stepped out of bounds. Or that go off the foot of someone, I think Esposito. Anyway, Notre Dame will have a chance to inbound. 4:58 remaining in the quarter. They'll inbound baseline right to the goal. And they will inbound it. Dribbling out high, Esposito. For Esquivel. Kicks it away for Atakoka. He drives, spins in the lane. Lost the handle, turnover. Here they come. Fast break in the open floor. Going to the basket, laying it up and in. Great play by Esposito. They slide him up, cutting to the basket. Notre Dame. Trinidad dribbling wide to the right. Comes to the basket. Scoop it up in the left hand up. Nice play. He got the bounce. He got the roll. Esposito again in the forecourt for Pearson. And away from the play, we have an offensive foul. And Am is hot about the call. They say he set a pick that was a little too strong. So Notre Dame will bring the ball up. Again, extraordinarily tight game. Notre Dame pass to the post, wide on the left. Patoli turns, puts up a 7-footer, gets to the rebound on the far side. Back on the top. There's a 3-point right side, and again, too hard. Pulling down Am with the ball. Brings it up with a waist-high dribble. On the right for Esposito, who motions underneath. This goes to Am, who hands it right back to Esposito. Esposito looking inside. Popping up, Radwall dribbles to the baseline, right side. He stops and a whistle. They say he was bumped on the way to the baseline. So it'll be a common foul. Patriots look for Pearson and the Pride 50-50. Yes, it has been that good of a game. Lester Pearson with Randwell on top, 7 on the clock. Pulling up for a 3 from the left side. Esposito hits. Also a whistle goes just as he shot. So he'll get the basket. Wait a second. Let's see what they sort out here. Pitchers are coming over to the score side. Well, the basket for Pearson counts. Not sure what the whistle was, but we're all set up and ready to go and pick it back up. Notre Dame. To the track, diving the baseline, and Esquivel kicks it off on the right side. Out high for Trinidad. Bounces a couple of times, then reverses. Starts from the basket. Lost his footing. Down low for Esquivel. He drives the baseline. Kicks it way out high for Trinidad. 3-point left side. Front rim. Pearson with the rebound. But they lost the handle. Notre Dame has it in the forecourt. Notre Dame dribbling. Trinidad turns the corner. Comes down to the lane. Has the shot blocked. Rejected. And here comes Pearson back the other way. AA with the ball. Driving down into the lane. Opportunity for Esposito. He's hit. Goes to the... Oh, they say it's an offensive foul. Or... Wait a minute. What's the call here? Yeah, they say it's an offensive foul. Now the two officials are conferring. They may have a different view on that. No, now they're going to change it from a charge to a block. So Taddy Espatero, rather than picking up a foul, will shoot free throw. 2:55 remaining in the quarter. All right. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. 2:54 remaining, 54 Lester Pearson, 50 Notre Dame, and there's a turnover. Pearson has the ball. Pearson will bring it in forecourt. Espatero down the lane, underneath the basket, kicks it back out. Opportunity for a 3-point shot. They pull back. Now like to dribble. AA on the left side angle. Dribbles into the key, give and go, pass underneath. Trying to set up Sidu underneath, and he went for the ball. A player reached in as well from Notre Dame to tie him up, so that'll be a jump situation. So Notre Dame to the forecourt. Barrow ahead for Gritton. He drives into the lane left side. Stock goes up. Has the shot contested and blocked. Aham was with him, went up and smacked the ball. So we will shoot free throws. 2:25 remaining in the quarter. We're tied. 24 seconds on the clock. Notre Dame will shoot free throws. Lester Pearson 60, Notre Dame 56 to 50 at their score. Pearson in the lead. Good for Notre Dame. First one fall. Second free throw coming up. A great crowd, a great night. We're really glad you're with us. And if you're listening, please share, like, subscribe, whatever. We'd love to know you're on board. Second rebound bounces off. There's a follow-up on the rebound. Put back by Atole. So they get something out of that. Espatero for Pearson to the forecourt. Emotion. Dribbles off on the right. All right for AA. He drives the baseline and shot off there. Now kicks it out. Back on top with the ball is Randwa. Randwa 9 on the clock. Goes wide on the left. There's a long three by Sanders. Gets off the back rim from the left side. Notre Dame coming up the floor, but they lost the handle. Gritton turned into a Pearson defender, and they both went for the loose ball, went out of bounds. So they'll inbound. Our sidelines in the corner. Pearson will. Back on high for AA. He's on the right. Clears the side. Launches a three with 27. Back rim. Pulled down, and here's the outlet pass. Notre Dame to the forecourt. Bear with the ball on high. Waits for some help. Bounce ball for Atole. Back to the basket. Pass to the King. To Gritton, who comes out. He's in the lane, and he walked to the lane. Slow developing play. 1:37 remaining in this quarter. So here's the homestanding Pearson up the floor. Tabby Espatero. To the ball. Dribbles to the left. Goes to the corner. Drives the baseline. Goes up. Changes some shot to pass, but he passes it right into Notre Dame's hands. Notre Dame up the floor. Trinidad on a drive, then backs it off. Gives it for Gritton. Gritton back for Trinidad on the wide. Crossover dribble into the lane with the left hand. Goes back out. They're passing it around the perimeter. Driving the left side. Coming up at Piekma. Shot is knocked away. Comes into the corner and goes out of bounds right to us on a tie-up. Notre Dame's Barrow and Espatero are reaching for the ball. And they say it'll be Pearson's ball. 1:06 remaining in this quarter. Tremendous game. As they start into the forecourt, something happened away from the ball. There's a hole away from the ball. Durandal will shoot free throw. One good. I'll get set for the second one. And it curls around and out. 57 seconds remaining. Notre Dame will bring the ball up. They get some backcourt pressure. The Trinidad puts a burst on, comes down the right sideline. Now crossover, comes top of the key. On a give and go for Gritton. Gritton in the lane, lost the handle, goes down, tie up for the ball. We'll have a jump situation. So the officials will sort out if it's going to be a jump. Notre Dame thinks there could have been a foul. In fact, they're asking why that was not a foul, but a lot of contact was being made regardless. So 42.7 seconds remaining. Pearson will inbound on their baseline. Patero on the dribble. Dribbles between the circle. Angles left. Pass to the corner for AA. He starts the dribble, then leans back, puts up a three, skips off. Big rebound, skying forward to Tole. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 25 in the game clock, about a 5-second difference. We come down to the end of the third quarter. Now the dribble, strong to the basket by Trinidad from the left side. Too strong, and here comes Notre Dame. Back on defense. Pearson with the ball. Pearson playing for one shot. Dribbling with that hand, and that's Patero. He goes around underneath the basket, kicks into the corner to AA. Puts up a three-point shot. Doesn't it go? Rebound is taken down, and that'll end this quarter of the game. But another superb quarter involving these two teams as we go to the three-quarter break. Right now, it is Lester Pearson 57, Lester Pearson 57, and Notre Dame 53. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back with the final quarter. But first, we'll take this break. And the action resumes for the fourth quarter, and there has been plenty of action. Let me assure you, as these top two teams going at it, we're ready to open up the fourth quarter. Right now, it's Pearson 57, Notre Dame 53, and I think that's about as big a lead as anyone has had all day. Offensive foul as Notre Dame went for the basket. No basket on the play. So that's taken off the board. So Pearson will bring the ball up the floor. Then will dribble across the line. Dribbles on the left. Pass into the corner. Popping out of the corner is Sandu. Sandu goes through the dribble. He's double teamed. Way out for AA. AM goes wide right. He dribbles to the baseline, shuts it off, 8 on the clock. They're up high. Dribbling Asadin into the lane. Goes to the basket strong. His layup skips off the backboard. Pulled down. Notre Dame up the floor. Esquivel. On the right. Draws the much taller player out of the zone. Esquivel. They're way out high still in this situation. Barrow with the ball. They drive down the lane. Barrow turns the corner and a foul. All right. Really appreciate you being with us wherever you are. Calgary, Southern Alberta, online. You give us a subscription, like, or a share. We'd love to keep in touch with you, or either put a comment in our comment section. Are you a Notre Dame fan, or are you a parent or grandparent of one of the players, or just an interested relative or interested alum? Let us know. Free throw dropped by Darrell. So Pearson ahead. Sadden on the right. Sad gives it up for Kang. He had the ball and it was tipped out of bounds. I was blocked, seeing who knocked it out of bounds. So now Notre Dame will inbound in the backcourt. Just over 9 minutes remaining. One of these teams will be knocked from the unbeaten ranks. Oh, let's see what Notre Dame, the pride. They have a lot of pride the way they're playing today. Esquivel on the left, popping out high. Barrow. Barrow dribbling against that zone, starts into the lane. Left side of the lane, pulls up for a 10-footer, skips off, back rim. Rebound pulled in, and Stockton has it. Outlet pass to Espatero. Espatero at the free throw line, now backs it out on the left side. Comes head of the key. Lob into the pass to Stockton. Stockton goes to the dribble. He's in the lane, lost the handle, plays it into the corner. 3-point shot, no, defensive rebound. Notre Dame. Espatero's shot. And it's only switched off on the rebound underneath. So Pearson to inbound. Pearson will inbound. Sandu tied up in the corner, back out high for Stockton. He takes left, drives right, goes to the basket, but has it stripped away out of bounds. No, they say he saved it, and the save goes out of bounds. Well, Notre Dame saved it, and no, ball came back inbounds, and nobody could get their hand on it. So because of that, there's just 5 on the clock. Lob into the post to Stockton. Right side of the lane, puts up an air ball from 10. Save on the rebound taken by Lester Pearson. Getting the ball, putting it up. It doesn't go. Shot clock went off. Espatero put it down as there was a save on the rebound, but wasn't to be. So we have a problem with the clock again. We'll try to get that solved. The shot clock says 17. Obviously, that is not the issue. It's Notre Dame 57. At least it's Lester Pearson 57. Notre Dame 54. 7:58 to play. Real dandy close game. Well, we'll get the clock. Game clock is 8:05. There's a new 24 down, so all is well. Notre Dame attacking. Barrow comes, head of the key, long two, wide to the right. Pull down on the rebound, grab, turnaround shot at it by Gretton. It goes. Pearson. Bounce into the post, going up and under. His thought boom. He was hit. He goes to the floor. Trying to go for a dunk, but he was knocked and he's down on the floor. Member of Alberta's championship team at the Canada Summer Games. Real talented player. So he remains in the prone position. Now they're going to come out and see it. He did go down hard. Obviously, he is an elite player on their team. Their centerpiece, but he remains face down. Teams will use this chance to gather around their coaches. Now he's being helped to his feet. I just think a little dazed as he went down hard. Understandable. So Pearson, see how they set this up here. And several substitutions coming in for Pearson. And Notre Dame will have the ball after these free throws. Not by Randwa. He cut the ball underneath. Tried to tap it back in and hits the first free throw. So he shoots the free throw. First one is good. Sizes up the second. And it skips off. Last cleared. Notre Dame brings the ball to the forecourt. Wide on the left. There's Adekupkin. He has the ball on the left side. Dribbling it off his foot. It rolls towards the bench. Diving for the floor is Pearson. And on the floor, we'll have a tie-up. But a superb play by Randwa to dive, hit the floor. And I think Notre Dame will be hit with a personal foul. Yes, they will. Barrow hit for the ball, but nice play by Randwa. Sacrifice himself. So Pearson on the move. Pearson in the forecourt. Bounce pass to a cutter underneath. Going up. And Stockboom lays it up and in. Around the baseline well. 7 minutes, 17 seconds to play in our fourth quarter. Esquivel dribble pass underneath for a lay-in by Trinidad. Nice play. Take a look at the score with just 7 minutes remaining. Patriots, Lester Pearson 60. Notre Dame Pride 58. Make that 60 Patriots to 58. 2-point game right now. And a turnover down the other way. And Randwa will come back in for the Patriots. Here comes Notre Dame. Esquivel into the forecourt, high on the right. Popping out from underneath his barrel. Pass to a cutter, Trinidad. He pulls up from 15. His shot skips off, back rim. On the run, set it in the forecourt. Pass to Stockman. He drives into the lane. He's on the left side, tries to put up a shot. Partially blocked, gets his own ball again. Pass across the lane for AA, gives it up. Coming down the lane, Seddon as a cutter. That ball bounces off. The shot go in close. Barrow down the floor, rises for a three that is short, but the rebound was tapped out of bounds. Trying to go for the ball with Randwa, didn't hang on. So Notre Dame will inbound again. 6:38 remaining. It's been a dandy. Notre Dame inbounding the ball. Trinidad to the left side puts up a three-point shot that skips off. Stockboom dribbles the ball into the forecourt on the right side. Crossover dribble. Now starts the lane. Spin in the lane. Stop. Once up. Goes up. It's short. Defensive rebound. Adekupkin for Notre Dame. Notre Dame on top. Looking for a pick out high. Diving the ball to Esquivel. Into all that traffic. They elects to bounce past it. Allen with the ball on the right side. Drives into the lane and lays it up. Well, the clock is ticking away. It's 60-60. It's 5:49 remaining. Yes, it has been that tight of a game. Hey, Stockboom going up on the right side, and he was clobbered to the floor. So he gets the basket, and he will shoot free throws. Koken with the foul. So Stockboom will go to the line. That one curls out. Notre Dame. On move. Esquivel drives through everybody and lays it up and in. The little guy just knifes through everyone. That was a nice play. Pearson with the ball in the forecourt. And dribbles in the lane. Stop. Gets a return pass on high. Now with the ball is AA. Drives to the lane. Stop. 17 on the 12 on the clock. Pass dribbling in a Sandu. Free throw line jumper bounce. Once bounce twice skips off. Offensive rebound. Randwa. And we'll have a tie situation. Inbound. So they will inbound at Pearson. Baseline left of the goal. 22 on the clock. Stockboom catches the inbound pass. For A on the right side. He drives left to the lane. Scoop pass underneath. Going up and stripped away. Sadden had a chance underneath. Couldn't get it away. Notre Dame on the move. On high, that's Bell. He dribbles. Pulls up. Top of the key jumper. Three-pointer. That is short. On the rebound, up the floor, he steals it in the open floor, going up, trying for a dunk. Was solid. He was hit, goes to the floor. So free throws will be shot. Or Pallet sets up. First one, no. These free throws are going to be very valuable down the stretch in this extraordinarily close game. Ties up the second. No, back rim. Rebound tapped into the hands, and Pearson will have the ball to carry him through some hands. Hey, on the right side. Dribbles left off a pick from Stockman. Now crossover, goes down the lane, goes to the basket, lays it up too strong. Defensive rebound pulled down, but we have a foul on the rebound as well. So we have a defensive rebound. I think AA reached in. 62-62, 4:34 remaining. And if you're enjoying this, please give us a like, and share, subscribe. We're having a lot of fun here today. The city's top two teams are going at it, just like they are. Basketball on the left. That's why I left the Pallet. Puts the ball to the floor, kicks it off into the corner. Rutete puts up a three, air ball. Rebound Pallet. He goes up, pumps once, goes up, muscles up a shot, it rolls off. So the big fella will shoot free throws. Outstanding game so far by both teams. The Michaeli Pallet. 6'8" grade foul, sizes it up, and that shot bounces up. Follow up on the rebound, offensive rebound by Letete. Well, they get something out of that. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Pearson to the court. Looking underneath. Ramaneva is tied up. Now he dribbles right to the far sideline. Stops his dribble there. On Iversad. He dribbles towards the baseline. Spin. Goes into the lane. And well, he was hit as he dribbled into the lane. I wasn't sure if they're going to call him for traveling. Wasn't sure if they're going to call him possibly for stepping out of bounds. Wasn't quite sure. All right, Notre Dame 65. The Patriots of Lester Pearson 62. So free throws ever so important at this juncture. And are we getting an adjustment on the scoreboard? No, 65, 62. The first one falls. That now sizes up the second one. And that falls. So a very tight game. Escobar on the left, bounce into the low post. Back to the basket, now cutting into the lane of Pallet. Pass it back out. There's a long bomb three. Skips in and out on the shot by Barrow. Ball is tipped away out of bounds. Off of a Notre Dame hand, so it'll be inbounded in the backcourt. But before we do that, we'll have a timeout. That's called by Notre Dame. A dandy down the stretch. Thanks for being with us. Back in a moment. If you tuned in, thank you very much. You're tuning into a good one here. Lester Pearson will bring the ball up the floor. It's Notre Dame 65. Lester Pearson 64. I think the biggest gap between these teams has been 4 points all day, and that is it. It's been that kind of a game. Pearson in the forecourt, coming down the basket. No, that shot rolls off. Attempted putback by AA rolls off. Last cleared by Notre Dame. Esquivel, head of the key, drives into the fourth, and changes his mind, gives it off to Pelelli, turns around for 5, gets the basket. No, they say it's an offensive foul. Well, he's a big guy. He can move people around, and they say push his way into position to shoot. Now, for the Pearson players, it's Kang slow to get up. Listen, let's not kid anybody. That was a huge dude. He's 6'8" and has that football look about him. So he can knock people over. So Pearson will inbound right in front of their bench. And Sadden to inbound. Sadden across the timeline. 17 on the clock. He's on high. The angle dribble to the right. Gives it up. There's a three-point shot right side. Bounces off the back on a long shot by Randolph. Defensive glass is cleared. Notre Dame. That's the ball. On the right, chest side dribble. Bounces into the post. With the ball to Tetra. Underneath pass. Trying to set up. Latete goes off his hand. Out of bounds. 2:58 remaining. Notre Dame 64, 65. Pearson 64. So not much to choose here. Pearson dribbling into the forecourt. Sad with the ball on the left. Pass into the corner, dribbling out of the corner with the right hand into the lane. Turn, spin, scoop it up on the left hand, and it goes. Right play by King. Real court awareness to come down. 1 point game. Bounce into the post. Pearson on a drive to the basket. Athlete shot is short. Rebound pulled down and back the other way comes Lester Pearson. They lead 66-65. And as they dribble into the forecourt, a foul. Reach-in foul. Oh, yeah, time is tight. 2 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. Well, they'll shoot free throws. Pearson at the line with Sadden. First one curls out. 2:19 remaining. It's the Dandy. Second one is good. So Notre Dame up the floor with a chance to tie. Esquivel wide to the left. Bounce to the post to Tolle. Back to the basket. He muscles his way towards the basket. Turn around, lays it in. 67 apiece. 2:05 remaining. Pearson on the dribble. Wide to the right is A. He backs it off. Now stops. 3-point right side angle. Strips off. Follow up rebound on a jam by Stockton. 69-67. Notre Dame trying to tie it up. Here's a drive into the lane. Up and under on a foot shot by Trinidad. It is short. Pulled down. Then a turnover. And Notre Dame gets the ball again. 3-point shot from the left side. Put up by Barrow. Comes to the near corner. Ball is deflected out of bounds. And it will be Notre Dame ball. And we have an injured player down right in front of us. That's Kang. I think he took an errant finger to the nose or something. He's now slowly getting up. He's all right. It's a back pass from one of his players. Teammates. And we'll resume. 1:29 remain. Oh, here it is. Notre Dame will inbound. They're down by 2. 1:29 remaining. They'll inbound on the near sideline in the far corner. Notre Dame. They inbound. Eskil wide on the right. These spin. 10 on the clock. They're way out high just across the timeline. Now driving into the lane. Pass underneath for the Notre, knocked away out of bounds. But they'll have 4 on the clock. So Notre Dame has to get this off in a hurry. And time now is a factor. Lester Pearson 69, Notre Dame 67. Notre Dame with a chance to tie. 4 on the clock. And they will inbound. Held in the corner. There's a desperation 3 right at the buzzer put up. Hits the back of their but a shot by Trinidad. Defensive rebound. Taken by Pearson. And Pearson now with 1:09 remaining. They nurse a 2-point lead. Stockboom. On the left side, angle wide. So he owns the ball. Now dribbles the left hand. Goes to the basket. Goes up. Had the shot rejected. And a save by Notre Dame. They have a chance to tie. Pass ahead, right underneath, and lost the handle of the Tole. Cleared the pass way up the floor. Sandu in the forecourt for Lester Pearson. Hands driving to the basket, led up by Saturn. Oh, some savvy play there. And then a timeout taken by Notre Dame. Well, these are the best 2 teams in the city by record, and they are playing like it right now. Lester Pearson leading 71-67. 42 seconds remain. If you like what you're hearing, give us a subscription, like, share, or leave a comment. 42 seconds remaining. So Notre Dame will bring the ball to the forecourt. And there is the steal. Ball is taken away, going to the basket, laying into the left-hand thing. Oh, what a tough break. And as Notre Dame comes up, they put up a basket and walk. Oh, my goodness. So let's see what happens here in the final 31 seconds. So they must shoot. They being Lester Pearson, who drives the basket to the left side. On top there, Thang, and Randwell rather, and he is fouled. And both teams over the limit, so he will shoot free throw. $73-67 is their score. So Damon Randwell will shoot a free throw. That one falls. And that's tough. 21 seconds remaining. It's now a 7-point lead. And this is the biggest lead that either team has had. It's been that good of a game. Second one fall. And Notre Dame, are they going to call timeout? It looked like they were motioning from the bench. They wanted a timeout. Well, I guess not. Maybe just motioning a play in. Maybe the official was a little confused. He goes over and talks, and we got it all sorted out. So 21 seconds remain. Pearson with an 8-point lead, and that's the biggest lead anybody's had all day. Well, they are going to call a timeout, and so we will be back right after this. And welcome back. Let's set the scene for the final 21.1 seconds. Pearson has a lead of 8 points, 75-67 over Notre Dame. So if this holds, Pearson goes to 7-0, Notre Dame to 6-1. But neither team has to hang their head or second guess what happened in this game. It was just a tremendous, tremendous game. So Notre Dame will inbound in front of the scorer's bench, side center court. And that ball is inbound. Up high. Notre Dame on the dribble with the left hand. It's up and in with a scoop shot. And we have a timeout taken again. Trinidad on the basket. We'll keep it here for the final 14 seconds. 75-67. Here's the scenario. At the end of the first quarter, the teams were tied at 24. It was Pearson 42-41 at the half. It was Pearson 57-53 after 3. So as you can see, not much to choose. These two sides have been right at it. You look throughout the game, Notre Dame had a 4-point lead actually halfway through the second, but that turned around, and the way it is, it's been a very, very tight, narrow game. Thank you for being here. Actually, they put 15.6 seconds up. Really glad we were here and bringing you this game. It's been a tremendous crowd, two good teams. As mentioned, share, subscribe, like, leave a comment. We're here for you, and we're having a lot of fun. So Notre Dame is on the floor. Pearson about to scatter, and they'll come on the floor. All right, well, debating where the ball's going to be inbounded. Well, Pearson is going to inbound it from the baseline. There's a lot of pressure in the backcourt. There's a foul right away as Randwa was grabbed. It took a whole half second off the clock. So Randwa ready to shoot free throw. First one goes. That makes it 9 points, the biggest lead for either team. Second one dropped. Notre Dame makes substitution. Corey Barton is in. 14 seconds remaining. Ball is inbounded at Notre Dame. Trinidad after the corner, puts up a 3 and a short. Follow-up offensive rebound. That rolls off by Atoli. Gets the crash tip and puts it back in. 77-71. And with 4.6 seconds remaining. Another timeout taken by Notre Dame, on which we'll keep it here. Well, we're in miracle territory now, but what the heck? Let's play the game out, right? Lester Pearson 77, Notre Dame 71. So please leave your subscription and spread this to your friends. Fantastic game today, and we've really enjoyed bringing it to you. So teams gather around their respective benches. Six-point gap right now. And in the forecourt, Pearson will inbound. Free throw line extended far side. Back to the north, the ball inbound. And they'll inbound. That goes way out high. It is stolen. On a break going to the basket. Quicken. He throws it back out for a possible three. Long bomb by Trinidad. Delbred. And that wraps it up. Well, you can hear just a fabulous game between these two elite teams. It ends up being 77-71. My goodness. Lester Pearson with a gutty effort, but Notre Dame doesn't have to stand down at all. These are two fabulous teams, and they played just like it. It was tremendous, tremendous game for both of them. Well, listen, we were glad you were a part of it. A great boisterous crowd here tonight, taking in the action. We've been at Lester Pearson High School, the city's northeast, and if we do another game or two with these guys when the playoffs are underway, I wouldn't be in the slightest bit shocked. They're both very good teams with a lot to offer. Really enjoy being here today. So that's the story. We're going to sign off momentarily here and say goodnight from our location, broadcasting to you from beautiful Lester Pearson High School. Back in the future next week.